Hi everyone, Comic Reviewer here. This time we're reviewing on X-Men the Movie, the official comic book adaptation comic review. Now, as you know, like most comic adaptations, they follow the events of the movie. Now, unfortunately, the third film never got a comic book adaptation, and it's unknown if it would have. The same with Spider-Man 3. Now, the cover you have is the X-Men walking forward in a cool pose style. Let's get on the story. So, the cover starts off how many years ago at a concentration camp, a German soldier's like, "Come quickly, Eric, Ranger. Your place is not with them." And so something happens. Eric's powers end up moving the metal wires. They're like, "Stop your crying, you little monster. You will live for the devourer, now in service to the ground fatherland." And so they knock him out, and we see an area in South Africa where the mutant Storm is using her weather-like abilities, which was never shown in the film, saying, I told them not to hurt me. I told them, but they wouldn't listen." We see Logue kissing her first boyfriend and taking away his abilities, even though it was supposed to be at Rogue's house and the moment where she discovered she's a mutant. So meanwhile, at a press conference in Washington, D.C., they're like, "You may proceed, Miss Crane." "Thank you, Senator. DNA, the basic building block of human evolution, changes in our DNA. And even explains how mutants and all that are different, but people aren't too happy about this. They want them to be registered, they want them to be signed to the government and stuff. Even though I don't think that was ever shown in the movie. And meanwhile, Xavier's talking, saying, "That man's leaving the room. Can it be?" And so he finds out it's Eric, saying, "Why are you asking to which you already know the answer? Don't give up on them, Eric. What would you have me do, Charles? I've heard these arguments before. That was a long time ago. Mankind has evolved since then. Yes, into us. Are you sneaking around in here, Charles? Whatever you are looking for." "Hope, Eric. I'm looking for hope." And so Magneto walks off, while Xavier looks on. And so, meanwhile, in Canada, Wolverine is looking for his past, and where he sees two people saying, "Come here, little cutie. How about smoothing a big 8-ball with me? Huh, boy? Yeah. Missy, we ain't gonna hurt ya." So Wolverine asks something about a picture, even looks at the things that's going on the TV, and something happens where one of the guys say, "Hey, stop talking to this dwarf, cutie, and come back here to the table." "Oh no, go away! Go away, don't touch me!" "That's my body. Jake's lying on the floor. You got anything to do with this, shorty?" "No, but if you don't get out of my face, you'll be joining him, fatso." And so he holds him against the wall without the whole cage match duel thing. And so Wolverine notices that Rogue is in his trailer and even looks at the pictures, and suddenly they end up crashing. And Sabretooth shows up where he notices the X-Men are there and tries to go for them. But Cyclops is like, "You asked for this, mister. Back off." And so they rescue Rogue and Wolverine just in time before the motorhome gets blown up. So meanwhile, while Sabretooth reports saying, "Magneto, I have returned inferior, so I noticed." And he says that it was Xavier's people. They knew. "Charles, good for you, Charles. Hey, what's with the dog tags? Strange, where is this mutant now? I have made the first move. That is all because it is all you know. With them, come time is short. We have only 3 days. And so mainly, like, Jean Grey is inspecting Wolverine, and Wolverine wakes up and grabs her by the throat without, I don't know, holding her hostage and using his metal claws as a weapon, saying, "Wait, don't go! Where are you trying to help? Your strength is speed. Inhuman." And so he meets Xavier and says, "Where's Chester, New York? How'd I get here? My people brought you here for medical attention. Don't need any." "Yes, of course. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Professor Charles Xavier. You are at my school for mutants." And they start talking to each other. And he tells Scott and Jean to back off. And he says, "Sorry about grabbing your throat before, Miss Grey. Just a reflex, forgive me?" "I'll do that. See you around." And meanwhile, on a plane, Gyrick turns into Mystique and beats the crap out of Senator Kelly. He's on progress on the course mission. Goes as planned. As you request. And so Senator Kelly meets Magneto, and they test him on this device where it activates his dormant mutant gene. And meanwhile, Wolverine is having nightmares and almost ends up killing Rogue, and says, "No, Scott, do not touch her. She knows what she's doing, sense it." And so he ends up going down and mainly leave. Meanwhile, Rogue is like, "They were whispering about me behind my backs. All was hoping to put in there, 'cause I'll never fit in anywhere else. Oh, hi, John. Oh, don't see me out there. I'm surprised you're coming near me after what happened." "Rogue, what did you do?" "They're saying that you steal other mutants' powers." And he's like, "That's not true. I mean, not really. So you don't ever use your powers against other mutants?" "But, no choice. Listen, if I were you, I'd get out of here." "What do you mean?" "I mean, the students are all freaked. Professor Xavier's furious. I don't know what the hell he'll do with you, but I think it'll be easier for you on your own. You should go, Rogue." And you got Rogue doing the most weirdest face impression ever. So, meanwhile, they say that, "Professor, do you think Magneto wants Logan as a weapon? Or is it just his way with people?" And Wolverine asks, "Where's Logue?" And they start to use the Cerebro system to locate her, where Wolverine finds Rogue. They mainly talk, and he says that he's not upset about her using her powers, and Wolverine ends up lifting in the air, which we know Magneto's there. So I'm going to have to end it here. Like, comment, and subscribe. Comic Reviewer here, signing out.